Hello, welcome back to Okami. I'm listening to music, very lovely music. Anyway, let's continue on with the story, shall we? This game in general does have quite good music. I don't think there's anywhere to go except for to her throne room directly, so let's head that way. Her throne room's up here. This is basically the Sasa Sanctuary, but underwater and full of mermaid people. Basically the same thing. Plus these are weird actual objects that float away from you when you walk into them, so they're kind of neat looking, but still a bit weird. Welcome to the Dragon Palace. Wow, Issen, show some manners, you savage. Yep, time for Issen to once again fall in love, because that's the only character design he has for the entirety of this. Exactly 1 month ago. Evil spirits. So if he gets wounded, he goes into an uncontrollable rage. That seems reasonable. It is our guardian deity. You've got to be kidding me. Barks. Listen to Otohime again? Kept the peace, pacified the chaos, challenged 1 month ago. She had a green thing over her head. I thought she would say something new. No, I don't want to listen to her again. You're a god, ain't you? Don't you have some secret weapon? No. Please wait. Because you keep interrupting her, Issen, you savage. I don't think tying a leash around it is quite the plan. You must retrieve the dragon orb. Dun, dun, dun. Dramatic music, please. We're treasure hunting bros. I mean, not you, Issen. You just exist. Come again? With it in my possession, I could easily break through the barrier that protects Oni Island. Enter the water dragon through its gaping jaws and retrieve the dragon orb. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I understand. Yeah. I know she's not through speaking. Try to talk to her. God dang it. Y'all stand slightly further apart. Retrieve the orb, yes. With it I could break the barrier. Wait, no! Slow down there, sister. My boss here says no. What is it, boss? Obviously we'll say yes. He'll assume we're gonna say no because he's Issen. He's an idiot. You are ever quick to decide. Indeed. Literally seconds. The water dragon makes its lair in a garden here at our palace. How convenient. It will not attack us as long as we leave it be. Indeed, off we go. Now that the extensive, oh well, never mind. Extensive, unnecessarily dialogue heavy part of the game is over. I was gonna say, except Issen has decided to reiterate the exact same thing we were told 5 seconds ago. It's like Navi all over again. Nobody liked Navi. Don't introduce this crap, man. Anyway, this is the direction to the lair, I believe. You've got a shell amulet. You may pass. In we go. And this is the lair. And this is how it sleeps. For reasons I don't quite understand, but hey. Think we'd really go on there and come out alive? I mean, you could just sit here and talk about it the whole time, or we could just jump in, because that's how we do things around here. Whee! In case you haven't noticed, I really hate Issen. I hate when games find it necessary to tell you things repeatedly. And Issen doesn't really add anything to the game. He mostly repeats things and then just says stupid stuff. I think he's supposed to be comic relief, but he's not very comical. So this is a dungeony area. I don't recall it being a particularly long one. The free Infinity Stone's actually really good. That's 5,000 yen. By the way, everything that is under the ground is the same depth, I believe, under the ground. So that's why you see like just a huge chunk of the seashell popping out of the ground, and then when you dig on top of it, it digs dirt up. Because that's how it works. It looks a little bit weird, but you know, otherwise you wouldn't be able to find it. This is not the right spot, is it? Nope. It looks real janky, but you know, it's okay. They could have technically, I suppose, put a little, like the treasure chest. The treasure chests have those like handles that poke out of the ground. They could have put something for the seashell that pokes up, like just a little bump on the top of it or something, so the entire top half of it isn't poking out. But that's just me being a little bit stupid, to be honest, but hey. Anyway, let's fight this enemy. Should be a relatively difficult fight. Excuse me. How do you escape my grasp? You know what we could do is this. Expensive on the ink front, but also you could just kind of run around like that and kill things. It's great fun. Come back here, dude. I'm surprised you're not dead, to be honest. What do I do for this dude? To finish him off? Ow. Don't smack your butt at me, dude. I already peed on you. You can't taunt me. That's not how that works. Nah, cut him. Or him, apparently, because he just immediately died without any slow-mo. Doesn't matter. Killed the foe. Onward. We don't actually need to fight most of these. We could actually level up something. What to level up? I guess Astral Pouch? I don't know. We could cap out our solar energy. It's fairly cheap. We don't really need the solar pouch, so start capping that. I think 200 is the last one for that. So not long before we actually finish that, which is great. Barks enthusiastically, because once we finish that, we can make that jump. Oh, screwed it up. Dang it. Once we finish that, we can just save up and get the pouch, probably. Because by that point, we might need the pouch. Can I even make it to there from here? I even need to make it to there from here? Help if I did the jump correctly, but we're just gonna swim. There's probably something up there I want to dig up because that's how I operate. I must dig things. We're gonna take damage, aren't we? Well, maybe not. Calculated. Hey, please don't fight me. I don't want to fight you. There is something there, and there's also something here, and I also just walked past something. Don't worry about it. We're gonna have a whole lot of these items by the time we get to the end of the game, because I am not using any of those. For normal fights, or even boss fights right now. We've used one Infinity Stone, which I didn't even need. I just didn't want that boss to take longer than I'd already make it take. Please don't fight me, my friend. Is a good deal, not fight. I will pay you. But stuff like the sake and the reflect and stuff like that, I have used absolutely none of those. Almost missed that jump stone. We're gonna pop those for like the final bosses and stuff like that, but for the most part, don't really need those. We do, however, need this key, which is all the way down here. And then we can just quickly swim our dog butt back over here and make our way up, because this is where the key goes, I think. Should be a lock over here. Why does that go so high? Good lord. There's really no reason for that to go so high, but it does. Anyway, the lock should be over here somewhere. Or did that heal me up and everything? It's bizarre. I haven't seen that before, I don't think. When you try to dig and you have something in your mouth, by the way, you sometimes drop it on the ground and then pick it up again repeatedly, but forever. It's kind of irritating. Up we go. Remember that we are inside of the sea dragon, so there's an entire boat stuck in whatever crevice this thing is. There's also a bunch of crystals in here. Really seems rather uncomfortable. There's spiky bits all over the place. Here's the lock. Hey, bud. That's when you know it's a dungeon, is when it has locks and keys that you have to pick up. So there's our goal. It's all tangled up with this flabby stomach muscle. It is the source of the sea dragon's power. Before we do that, have a quick look-see over here. Oh, hey. If the camera could not shift like that and break my controls, that would be fantastic. What's over here? Blood. It'd probably digest us in a second if we fell in. You're darn right. It's all squishy squashy. Would you stop messing with it, furball? You're grossing me out. No, we're gonna keep messing with it. I don't think this actually does anything right now. Yeah. It does, however, in the future, but does not right now. But for now, what we need to do is we need to make our way back over here, because this is our actual objective. This lovely thing right here must be something really important. Indeed it is. So it's the dragon crystal, as we've mentioned before. Wait a sec, I wonder... You are correct. I don't remember how to actually get this. I think we need the... Is there stuff maybe? I think we need the red liquid of mystery. I don't think it's blood, but it basically looks like blood. think we need that red liquid, but how do we get it? I thought you slashed the thing. Can you do it from here? Do something other than slashing it? Do history of that thing blows. Stop messing with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need the disgusting liquid, so how do I get it out? Do I just draw the disgusting liquid to it? Ah, that's what it is, isn't it? Yup. Now you got me interested too. I thought we slashed it, but no, we just needed this. Just took me a second to figure my brain out. Listen, I'm tired, alright? I'm also not very smart in video games. Pretty smart in general. That was rather disgusting, but now there's goop everywhere. Conveniently. Look at that. Lily's working it. Don't really know why. Also, the camera changes still fuck everything up. Manages to digest everything but leafy lilies, apparently. I'm pretty sure we can get in it. It just hurts a lot. Like, a lot. I did say a lot, but I want to reiterate that it hurts a lot, so you probably don't want to step in it too much. Preferably the camera doesn't change when you're trying to jump in the air. Cause you to take unnecessary damage, but hey. So now, there we go. That's not what I wanted to do, you idiot. I wanted to do that, not simply slash the thing. I slashed it again. Stop doing that. There we go. Why this thing is in its stomach area, I don't know, but whatever. Let's not ask questions about it, shall we? It's just a oozing purple goop everywhere, which I feel like we probably caused it immeasurable damage. It's probably thrashing about trying to kill itself now. Dragon orb, get. Once Himiko locates the island on her crystal ball, the enemy's stronghold will be totally exposed. It's fine, just, you know, profusely internally bleeding. Yeah, this seems good. Are these the vengeful spirits of the people the dragon gobbled? I don't think that's quite how that works. That weird color can only mean one thing, foxfire. Look at these jukes. Too bad we can't juke like that in the actual combat, but you know. It's fine, don't worry about it. That's a lawnmower right there. So now we get to do basically a pseudo boss fight. It's a mini boss, essentially, is what it is. A mini boss with many of these creatures. You can use slow, if you so desire. Makes it a little bit easier to deal with them jumping around willy-nilly. You can also use this, if you so desire. Basically just hits everything around you at all times, continuously, forever. And does essentially 0 to... Someone's sucking my ink up. Stop that. I forgot they actually did that. Wish I had my ink to hit you with. That's fine. Hit the right one. Sometimes the auto-targeting in this game is really annoying, by the way. Like right there, I dashed that way to try and hit that guy. I even moved my stick over that way, but nope. It wants nothing to do with me. Hey, bud. What if you can get dragon fangs? You can get dragon fangs from easily cutting these. Ow, stop that. This is not the optimal weapon for fighting these, if you're curious. Cutting them does so much damage compared to my weapon. Good God. Should also be peeing on them because that's like unlimited dragon fangs from this one fight. Thanks, dude. So we get 3 dragon fangs per enemy, and there should be 9 of them. Someone's sucking my ink out again. God damn it. So that's a lot of dragon fangs from a single fight. They sucked my ink out again, so there's really no reason fighting if you have no ink. Please stop. All of you are doing it. Cease. You shouldn't all be doing it that frequently. But damn it. Apparently they are just gonna all do it that frequently though, so... Oops, forgot to pee on him again. Already peed on that one. Pee on the other one, dude. There you go. Just having some technical difficulties, don't worry about it. What? He's supposed to be stunned. My ink again. I hate this fight, by the way. It's not a very difficult fight. It just takes a while, because these freaking dudes steal your ink the entire time you fight them. Makes it rather difficult. There we go. More dragon fangs for the dragon god. The dragon god of the sea, apparently. Can't really see you very well, dude. No, that didn't count. There we go. How many dragon fangs did I get from that, I wonder? But just a basic little mini-boss for this little miniature dungeon. How do we get that? I don't remember what that is. Ah, the fox rods. That's right. What the heck was that? I bet those are the fox rods that Busty Babe wanted. Ah yes, the good old Busty Babe. And the sea dragon appears to be dying. Or something. Should try to pull that orb out more gently. You didn't tell me to, you doofus. I'm too young to be digested. So now I must escape from the digesting sea dragon, apparently. So what should we get? We're at 67. We can easily afford the, what's it called? We're gonna get hit by a lot of those, by the way. The thing that allows us to magically magnetic items and drops and stuff to us, that thing. Just gotta make our way back to the entrance. I don't think any of the enemies are here. Oh, I jumped too far. I have ruined it forever. That's okay. Ow, ow, ow. Stop. Ugh, help. I've made a grave mistake. Let me back up. Please don't go back down. Thanks. Ow. Don't hit me. We've lost a lot of health from that. I think we've lost more health from these falling blobs than anything else in the game so far. Which is rather impressive, actually. When you think about it. Ow. They take off half of my health. Good God. It's a rather large amount of health loss for that. But anyway. We killed it. We killed a god. And a guardian deity too already. Because the orb was the source of its power, which we ripped out of its stomach, or wherever that was inside of it. I mean, what did we expect to happen, I suppose? The orb is not for controlling the dragon. The orb is the source of the power. Pay attention, Issen. Gosh. Anyway, it's time to send some SOS signals. From down in the abyss, apparently. Hello. Could you have made the ground a little bit closer? I'm afraid there's no time left for me. This is the water dragon, by the way. It's the water dragon. Look at his head, dude. King Water. The 27th king of the Dragonians. Remember that the Guardian appeared when they were losing ground in that little war they had. God of the sea, ruler of the deep. The power to break the barrier. Yes, yes. It'd be logical for them to seek you to not do that. The dark instrument he wielded. Now, there's only one thing besides the orb that we found inside of him, by the way. Instrument lodged in my stomach and drove me to madness. Indeed, he does mean that thing. And remember, the busty babe was trying to find the fox rods. Now, why would she be trying to find the fox rods to fight the Dark Lord? We were going to do that anyway, but sure. Farewell, King Wada. And off he goes. Rather rapidly while he's at it. Conveniently, though, the orb uses its magical ability to transport us so that we don't have to actually go anywhere. Makes things a lot simpler when it does that, you know? Plop. And we're back. As if we hadn't even gone anywhere. Oh, hello. Look who shows up when we finally found the fox rods. I wonder why she's here. Now you might wonder, how did she get down here? Considering, you know, the only people that can get down here are supposedly those worthy. What happened to the water dragon? Could you not use the word penetrating in front of Issa? Don't do it, Issa. You fool. You found the fox rods? She was indeed, Issa, you idiot. Maybe you should put them away while you talk about them. Listen, you're not very smart. The monsters are frantically searching for them. What has she been doing? Frantically searching for them. Thinking emoji. Amaterasu here, on the other hand, has no fear. With this, my holy powers will reach their limit. I can destroy every last demon there is. Note the eerie music, by the way. There's a bridge too. And off she goes. Rather dramatically. You know, you could just walked slightly backwards, but you know. You're not getting any no matter what you say, Issa. That's not how that works. Alright, anyway. We still have a task Issa's gonna remind us about. We have to give the water orb to Otohime, which they consider their treasure, even though they don't have their guardian deity. It's really the orb is the guardian deity more than anything else, as we'll learn about soon, I believe. We should, anyway, if I'm remembering correctly. If I remember correctly, the orb, and well, I mean, you probably figured this out, the orb allows them to become the dragon. Hello. And what of the dragon oil? Here it is. I had it in my pocket. Let's just throw it around like nothing, apparently. Expertly placed. I have no words to express my gratitude. You say thanks. Yeah, he's dead forever. He's dead forever. Yes, yes. This is how this works, isn't it? He performed the ancient Dragonian rite of transformation. It wasn't the gravely wounded part, it was actually the instruments, as we have now learned. Ellipses for added effect. What of the dark instrument of the Dark Lord? Well, we just tossed it off to some lady that we don't actually really trust. She said something about using its power against the evil beings. Himiko has no attendant. It is true the dark instrument has unfathomable power. I truly hope this attendant you speak of is trustworthy. It was Amaterasu that gave it to her, though. It's his fault. Don't blame anyone else. Her fault, I suppose. It is mother to us all, not a he, it's a she. Remember her? How's this going for her? Not very well, by the way. I'm actually just building up drama. She is actually the attendant. She's perfectly fine. However, she's not very smart or very strong. So what's happening here is she's being ambushed by a rather powerful monster trying to get the foxtrots back. Stop calling everyone babe, isn't it? There is still hope. I don't know why we need a revelation to find where the island's gonna appear. Just wait for freaking morning and an island shows up. It's right there. You can eyeball it the whole day. Don't move. Anyway. We've been to that place, well, we've seen that place before. It was blocked off by evil before, so camera's doing something weird there. So we couldn't actually go to it, but it's the place right next to the bell on this shoreline. Pretty much right next to the entrance to the southern shore area. But for now, that's all I'm recording today, so this has all been one set since whatever episode that one was. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.